Well, now we have Melida to give us her opinion and experience regarding the online session. Let's talk to her. Hello, Melida. Hi, Melida. So, how are you doing? May I know from which institution you are with and how are your classes running?
Okay. Good afternoon, one and all. I am Matilda. I am from Mahatma Gandhi Law College.
All right.
I'm in my second semester.
Okay.
And we are not having a lot of online classes, to be honest. Our lecturers just send us PPTs or voice recordings and notes on WhatsApp group.
Okay.
And we do follow with that. And we had a couple of Zoom calls classes, but they were not working out well because students were not behaving appropriate. They were interrupting when the lecturers were talking and everything. So then we decided not to have an online classes. And then it was not feasible for all the students to get good internet and laptops, use phones and all. So that's how it got cancelled. And since a few days we are not having our online classes. We just have PPTs and voice calls from lecturers.
So, like, while there are many benefits of e-learning, and this overnight shift from offline to online study had several effects from student learnings. So, how do you grasp this subject through online classes if it is possible with you to concentrate at least for a few minutes to grasp the subject online?
Okay. It's like there are benefits and disadvantages. Like when it's online classes, we always have a tendency of when we're on a Zoom call, our face is not clear. So we're not even on a video call. So we have a tendency of going and using other social medias and we're not concentrating on the classes which is happening over there.
Okay.
That's the first thing. And if it's in class, probably we would not use our cell phones because we're scared of the lecturer, or we might, for at least to respect the lecturer, we might not use our phone.
Okay.
So that's how I feel online classes is good. It's a boon. There are boons and disadvantages. There's both in it. Like, I feel like virtual classes are not so good. I don't like them, to be honest.
Okay. So, do you want to get back to the traditional classrooms right away?
Yes, I do want to get back.
What do you miss so much about the traditional classroom?
I would have a direct contact with my lecturers. I can ask my doubts better. It will be the lecturers will know what I mean and what I don't mean. I can explain properly than a virtual, because on virtual, like I said, students don't behave properly. Few of them, few keep interrupting. At least in the class, they would not do that. And probably
yeah.
that's it.
Now you are so much confined to your homes than before. So, in this homely atmosphere, would you like to concentrate on your education? And if you so, how many hours you are trying to spend it for study?
To be really honest, it's not easy like to study at home because there's so much of distractions happening. Our parents keep talking about, the servants keep walking in, everything keeps happening around us on and off. So we are not able to concentrate on our studies. Even if we take our book for 1 hour, in that there's 10 disturbances, like someone or other will be talking, or we would want to watch TV, watch Netflix, so much of distraction. At least if we go to college, there'll be 1 hour, even if it's 1 hour, we have 1 hour proper study. But if you're at home, it's not so easy. And sometimes Wi-Fi gets cut. If you're on a Zoom call with lecturers and there's a power cut and then Wi-Fi goes. And mobile data doesn't support proper Zoom calls, I feel, as per my perception.
That's cool. So, in this kind of disruptions and much into your heads, so what kind of learning pattern you have adopted just to finish at least one chapter as a target?
To be honest, I put wallpaper so that I study. I'm like, study, put wallpaper and I study. So I see that I study at least for 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Like probably night. Nowadays I don't feel like sleeping in the night because no work, nothing to do, so we are jobless in the night. So I study usually in the night, like from 11:30 to 12, like around that time.
So now this learning has presented keeping students stimulated, and the comfort of home also bringing down the productivity, and many of them ended up spending hours procrastinating, and this is what happening with the students, as you say. So this era, will it be helpful for the students to grow into the education, because you are much into Netflix and all? How you are studying, if it is happening, if any subject is getting into your brains at all?
Okay. So when it comes to law perspective, as a law student, if I see, it's not, it's good. It's okay. Online classes are fine for us because we don't have anything practical to do at this moment. No no practical work for us. It's all theory. So students, as I know of my other classmates, I don't know they're so interested in the classes because, as I said, it's online. None of them are showing interest because we are not having good online classes. We have just PPT, voice calls and all. So that's how students also not interested in watching them, and they're not going ahead and reading it, as per I know, as per other people in my class or something. They're not interested to go and watch it. They're like, online classes are boring, we are not interested, and such kind of stuff they talk.
Well, so like online classes turning to be little uninterested nowadays, but whereas students were also very excited to attend online classes because it's a new lifestyle, new change of era. And what is your experience at the day one, and what is your experience currently after this 45 long days of holidays from your institution?
Yeah, starting first few days we were very excited, like online classes, something really new. We all were like going in front of the Zoom call. We were sitting and listening to the class very patiently. First few days, few of us did that. Then eventually after few days, students started interrupting in classes and disturbing. So then we started losing interest, and now we have almost lost all the interest because of the classes not being conducted. And now when we know that most a whole year we are going to sit at home and have virtual classes, so we're almost losing all the interest in having virtual classes.
So like this is a kind of mental distress, isn't so? So if it is this is happening regularly, it is a kind of complete mental agony, and it also builds pressure on the students about the online classes. And does this online classes builds pressure among the students and teachers, like if it is being continued like an era continuously?
Definitely, like I agree to that like 100%. Because it's an online class, we are like so worried. Semesters are coming. How will we prepare? We have no idea. Like there are few subjects like we don't know those terms and conditions. But we have to read it, and we have to go to Google or YouTube and then again search, read about it, because we cannot keep calling our lectures. What is this meaning? What is that meaning? What is this? It's becoming very difficult for us to understand things. What's happening around us?
Exactly.
So it's so much of stress that will I able to clear my semester or no? Will I get a good position in my ranking? Like we have not ranking exactly. Will I get a good marks amongst my classmates? So obviously that's a pressure which I face, and I'm sure my other classmates also are facing, that we are not having good education at the moment. So, and basically when it's law and medical, few subjects like this, like even if we miss one semester, it's going to make a major difference when we grow in our syllabus, because every term is different and every year is different. We don't learn the same thing in the first year and second year, and it's like totally different. We have to learn every semester, every page, word to word, because that's how law subjects and medical subjects mostly run, as per my
well, on the same regards, what kind of daily regulars that students and teachers need to adopt to get rid of this stress due to this online classes? Because there must be something called as daily regular for the students, because you always used to follow before with the traditional classes, and it turned to be an online. There is now a certain timing to attend the session and then leave away. But now we students have to need to build their own regular pattern. So what do you suggest, what kind of daily regulars of the students which can help them to support their study and score good merits?
There should be like fixed classes, like how college opens at 9 to 3. You have to go in that time late. If you go late, they're like not going to allow you, like something like that. Or they should give us like, you have to attend the classes. It should be a half and pass through, like you must attend the class. So I feel like there should be rules, like if you don't attend the classes, it should be little, like lectures have to be a little harsher, I feel, because if they are being like relaxed with us, students are taking a lot much more advantage.
Okay, so do you face any kind of challenges to attend this kind of online classes? Because we still not want to continue this kind of digital era anymore, and students want to get back to the traditional classrooms as soon as possible. So what is the biggest challenging thing to attend online classes and get into e-learning? Why students are feeling that so? What is your count on the same?
See, now, like few students who can afford it, they can keep good Wi-Fi connection at their home. They can use their laptop, they can use their tabs, they can use their phone. But many students cannot afford such kind of things. because they're really costly. And at the moment, the rates are almost the same. There's no discount. Like there's nothing like for students who are studying, the laptop rate is less. There's nothing like that. So they have to spend to buy a laptop 50,000, 60,000. So that's really costly. And every month, internet issues, buying a new router, that's also expensive. So all students are not privileged to buy such kind of gadgets and use such kind of things, right? So if I am come from a good privileged family, I can afford it. But there's someone else who cannot afford it. And then if I go and tell them today such kind of thing happened in online classes, and that person will obviously feel very inferior, and he would don't know what, like nowadays people's stress levels are increasing so much that they're getting into so much of suicidal thoughts. So actually even students, many students are even committing suicide because they're not having a privilege to join online classes. So I feel they should, I know the government cannot do anything, neither anyone can do anything because it's a pandemic moment, but they should think about some new innovative ideas and change this online classes. Or they should at least give at least the laptops, laptops or a phone for people who cannot afford. They should be sold in a much reasonable charges so that they can
Melida,
afford
I
it.
understand. Completely understand with you. I agree your point that not everyone can affordable to have certain gadgets which are required in the online class as well. That's very sweet talking to you, and we'll get back to you for the another session to know something more updates on the online sessions. Thank you for joining us in today's show.
Thank you.
Well, that's how students are struggling with burnout as they try to adjust to the new normal of online schools, and some are expressing their frustrations online like this. And this is with me, Vasvi Kalaru, in this today's School Scan. Stay tuned to CBR English with a lot more developing updates on online education.